Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. It's time to go back to the suggestions passed to developers and have a look at the helicopters that are going to be on offer. Basically, I've decided instead of putting the naval and helicopters together, just to split them up because of the fact I do see them as two individual things now on. So even though the videos will probably be a bit shorter because they won't be together, I think overall it's a positive thing just to separate them. And let's get into it. There's a few here which do look pretty fun. The first vehicle is the Bell Textron Model 249. During the 1980s, the Bundeswehr was looking to replace the aging BO-105 with a new dedicated anti-tank helicopter. To this end, the Bundeswehr initiated the Panzerhaubwerbe-Hubschrauber 2, or PAH-2 program, to which several helicopter manufacturers responded with proposals, including Westland, VFW Fokker, MBB, Augusta, and also Bell. While other companies could only offer pre-production mock-ups, Bell would present a fully functional modified version of their combat-proven AH-1 Cobra. The Cobra presented to Germany for testing was a modified AH-1S known as the Model 249, and featured the four-bladed rotor of the Bell 412 as well as a 412 tail rotor. In addition to its unique rotor setup, which provided a significant boost to the Cobra's maneuverability and also load carrying capabilities, the armament was also expanded to include the potential addition of Hellfire ATGMs in place of the TOW ATGMs, and either a total of 4 FIM-43 Red Eyes or FIM-92 Stingers, mounted in twin pods on each of the wing tips. This model would be tested in the early 80s by ST-61 and would perform extremely well and would meet or exceed all of the Bundeswehr's requirements. Unfortunately for the Model 249, however, fate would conspire against it, as neither the US Army or the Bundeswehr was interested in adopting it. By this point, the US Army had already selected the AH-64 Apache to replace the Cobra, and wasn't interested in upgrading their existing Cobra fleet, while Germany decided to take what they had learned from foreign helicopter designs and apply it to a new design, partnering with France to create the Eurocopter Tiger. The Model 249 would continue to be used as a demonstrator before eventually being converted into a regular AH-1F and returned to the US Army, later being withdrawn from service and sold for parts. The planned production model of the Model 249 for the Bundeswehr, the PAH-2 Cobra, would also be fitted with several additional improvements over the version tested. Firstly, the M65 telescopic sighting unit would be replaced with the TADS/PNVS as featured on the AH-64 Apache, which would provide a significant jumping capability compared to the M65. The Euro Missile HOT would also be integrated as well as the improvements present on the H1F, including the Kaiser heads-up display for the pilot, the Teledyne System digital fire control computer, Hughes laser rangefinder, the Sanders ANAL Q144 infrared jammer, the Northrop Grumman ANAPR 39 radar warning receiver, the ANAL Q136 radar jammer, the Perkin-Elmer ANAVR2 laser warning receiver, and an M130 general-purpose dispenser for launching chaff and flares. We also have a helicopter from Mitsubishi, the SH-60K. The SH-60K is an upgraded version of the SH-60J. It was developed to replace the SH-60Js that reached the end of their service life in 2005. Upgrades were made in order to respond to the trend towards quieter, anechoic, and also faster submarines, while also being able to keep up with the much diversified STF missions such as disaster response. Prototype development for the SH-60K had started in 1997 at Mitsubishi Heavy Industries, and 2 prototypes were delivered to the Japanese Defense Agency, now known as the Ministry of Defense. After testing by the government, its adoption was admitted in March of 2005 and then entered service in August of 2005. By 2023, the SDF has 73 SH-60Ks with 10 SH-60Js. It has a number of upgrades over the SH-60J, but the biggest is its main rotor blades. The blade is made out of composite materials, except for the tips and leading edges, which are made out of metal. The wingtip shape has also been changed for better aerodynamic characteristics when hovering. The armaments have also been upgraded and can be equipped with the AGM-114M Hellfire 2 missiles and Type 97 torpedoes too. Also, an AN/AAR-60 MORS system and AN/ALE-47 countermeasure dispenser system have been equipped to improve its survivability. In order to compensate for the weight increase, the engine was also upgraded to the T700 IHI-401C2. These upgrades have increased the designed maxed weight and also cabin size of the vehicle. In December of 2023, completion of the development of the SH-60L, an upgraded version of the SH-60K, has also been announced by the MOD. We also have the Atlas XTP-1 Beta. As the development of South Africa's first domestic attack helicopter progressed, a need arose for a platform to test the weapon systems that would be featured in the future helicopter. And as the XH-1 Alpha did not have any provisions to test said weapons, or any at all, Atlas turned to a pre-existing helicopter they already had plenty of experience building and maintaining, the SA-330 Puma. The first Beta took flight in 1987 and was continually developed throughout its life, with the additions of missile guidance systems and also a 20mm GA-1 cannon on its underbelly. Most notably, however, the Beta was credited with being the first South African helicopter to fire an air-to-air missile when it fired a V-3B missile during tests. In all, 2 Betas were built and were tested for several years as the development of the Rooivalk continued, with both airframes being retired in the early 90s as the first Rooivalk prototypes emerged and the need for testing airframes disappeared. As far as we can tell, both airframes were modified to Atlas Ori X's after the tests were complete, but not much known past that. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. I'd like to thank Schnitzel Stroker, Brendan Quinn, Vilneus, Character Fuel, Carrion Crow, Nicholas Richardson, Gus Irenicus, Pyman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, B. Young, Opium Prime, Masonocrat, Lafouche, Alan Hacker, Sem Arslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.